Hey, welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus, your host. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on at the moment. If I were to make a video on what's going on in Iran, um, I would be, um, I wouldn't, I don't, I don't know as much about that, and I would just be spreading information that I would not be able to 100% back up. So give me some time. I will end up putting a video out on that, but this is my weight loss update. So as you can see from the thumbnail, I'm now on Tirzepatide, and I have to say, um, it is very freeing to be on the. I'm sorry. It is very freeing to be on the weight loss drugs because it legitimately does zap, a good 70% of your hunger, and you're able to think and actually able to do stuff without constantly thinking about food. This is actually going to be pretty quick. As you can see, I cut my beard off. Now I'm just going with the goatee. But we're going to hop right on in really quick onto what Tirzepatide is, how it works, um, and my experience with it. So here we go. Tirzepatide, which is, I believe, also called Manjaro. We're just going to read here. It's a synthetic polypeptide dual agonist for GLP-1 and GIP. Cretin. It exhibits distinct characteristics from GLP-1 receptor agonists. Um, we're going to skip down here. Functionally, tirzepatide stimulates insulin release from the pancreas and reduces hyperglycemia. In addition, it also increases levels of adiponectin. That is released by your fat cells. It essentially does all types of stuff over the body. Um, it decreases inflammation. It increases energy expenditure. It decreases fat formation, all types of stuff. But GLP-1, this is what makes it different from the one that your body naturally secretes and what the drugs do. Now, you just put this round into Google Gemini and actually check the sources, and they actually come out right. So your body naturally makes all these hormones, okay? The difference between the drugs and your body is that the natural GLP-1 only sits on that receptor, as we can see here. It has a very, here we go. Endogenous GLP-1 is quickly broken down by enzymes like, it's called DPP4. I'm not going to even attempt to say this because it would be all messed up. Dipeptidyl peptidase 4. I have no idea, but it's DPP4. It has a short half-life of only 2 minutes. The other main ingredient in the Munjaro is a GIP1. When your body naturally makes it, it only sits on the receptor for 5 or 7 minutes. Now, the difference is that when it comes to the drugs, they can sit on there. They have, as we can see here, have the half-life of these drugs go from 2 minutes to up to 5 days. And I can end up telling you, as somebody who takes this stuff, it really does reduce your hunger a lot, like a whole lot. And it's not that I forget to eat by any means, but at the exact same time, I'm not constantly fixated on food. So that's how they work. They sit on that receptor. It's a modified synthetic peptide. It sits on that receptor for days. It slows down gastric emptying. It also increases insulin secretion. And essentially, it makes you feel full. You get fuller on things faster. And it put you into a negative calorie balance. It just does if you actually take it high enough. Um, so this is what it's done for me. For my BMR, because I actually got on the scale earlier today, um, my daily calorie needs are close to about maybe 3,400, 3,500, as we can see here. I have a very physically intense job, and I also go to the gym, and on my days off I go walking for several hours with my children when it's nice outside. And I probably burn 35 to 34, depending upon how much, probably upwards of 4,000 calories a day the days I'm really getting after it. And I'm going to give y'all a little peek behind the curtain here as to my struggles with weight loss and where I am now. So this is the Lose It app. As you can see, I had this app initially back in 2013. Holy crap, I was 32. Long time ago. But I was 248, and actually I had started higher than that, but my highest ever was 268. But when I got the app to track everything, I was 248 on October 17th, 2013. And as you can see, I kept going down, and then I got down to 230, and then I got down to 218 in 2019, and then backslide, which I take full responsibility for. It's nobody else's fault but my own. Um, Dr. Mike Diamond says, well, I don't even think that is his original thought, but it does make a lot of sense. If you can't track it, you really can't improve it. So we're going to go here. And then here we go. It's January 8th, 2021. I get up to as high as 256. And then in a matter of 5 months, I'm down to 211, just counting my calories and everything else. And then backslide again. We go back up, 244, April of 2022, 221, February 23, back up to 251, February 7th of 2024. And then this latest start, 248 on August 26, 2024. And this fall here, this weight loss here was all no drugs, up to August 6th of 2025. I was 213. Now I'm 205. So I'm down about 8 pounds in a little bit over 8 weeks. This, honestly, I have 22 more pounds to go before I get to my goal. Actually, I'm going to just say 25. I have 25 more pounds to lose before I get to my goal. There we go. So as y'all can see, I'm in the struggle like everybody else. The thing I can say with these drugs is that you already know, like when you diet and you cut back on your food a lot, you already don't go to the bathroom very much. So that kind of compounds it to where you might go every other day, maybe every third day, every other day, right? The amount of hunger that I have is significantly reduced. I can say this. It did increase my blood pressure slightly by a few points. I don't know why, but it did. It also increased my resting heart rate slightly too. Normally my resting heart rate when I'm dieting is about maybe 54. Now it sits around 60, even though the weight's coming off. Other than that, honestly, I can't say I have any weird side effects. I don't. If I did, I would happily tell you. Now, am I looking forward to the day when I can get off of these drugs? In all honesty, yes. In all honesty, no. because as soon as I'm off the drugs, I know that that fat guy that sits inside of me is just sitting there. He's all bound up. Future Marcus might have to find a clip to throw in. Matter of fact, throw that in, Marcus.
That's good. Intervention!
Just a bite!
So you hold it together, mate! Remember, mates, fish are friends, not food!
Food!
Dory, look out!
I'm having fish tonight!
That is what's waiting. Like, as soon as those drugs come off, am I going to have to microdose these drugs for the rest of my life? Maybe. I do have to say this. It is nice getting thinner. It's nice being able to fit into pants I haven't worn in years. It's nice being able to see my face not be so round, even though it's still round, but it's less round. My arms and stuff are looking, no, can't even see. Arms are looking a little bit better. And I have to say, other than that, I haven't had any real side effects. At least none I know now. Now, who knows? Probably in 10 years I'll have, fucking cancer or something. They'll be like, oh, were you on that drug? Yeah, well, sorry, buddy. Now you're dead. But in the meantime, everything's been all right. And I'll give y'all another update sometime soon. I'm off tomorrow, so maybe I'll put up a video about Trump bombing Iran. And that's it. Hey, it's been a smooth ride so far. I'm losing about a pound a week. And in all honesty, I would probably lose maybe 2 pounds a week if I didn't force myself to eat, because I've been working out in the gym. I go pretty decently in the gym lifting weights, and I don't want to smoke the muscle I have. I worked hard for this, and sometimes I eat when I'm not necessarily hungry just to get to my calorie needs. But a lot of days, in all honesty, I can probably get away with eating 1,400 calories and be perfectly fine. But I know that that's not good. You're going to smoke a lot of your lean mass straight off of you. And I would rather be a little bit muscular. You can actually kind of see, some collarbones up here. I would rather be a little bit muscular and take a slower downward slope than to get there in the next 7 weeks and I'm at a lower metabolic rate because I've lost a lot of muscle mass. Other than that, everything's been going pretty good. All right. See y'all in a week. Bye.